the East Coast Nicolor. What do you think of the new Bedtime Stories layout? Yeah, it's 12:18. Okay, this is awesome, right? This is awesome. High quality. I put a little bit of effort into this, and I don't know if you can notice I'm sitting on a cat. So now we have our first bedtime story with the fireplace, the fireside chat. Holy moly, you're here from Russia! Nicola, that's so freaking cool, man! That is so cool! That's incredibly cool. Alright, so for those of you who are new, we're reading, this is a book by Demetri Martin. It's a collection of short anecdotes. It's not long, none of them are long, but they're fun. So the title of tonight is How I Felt. Nicola, I really appreciate you saying that, man. Welcome to our clan of idiots. And you're in Germany! Sebastian's from Germany? That's incredible! Yes, Cade, I know. Alright. How I felt. I was at a party. That's when I first laid eyes on her. She was talking to my friend Carl at the time. As I watched him chatting her up, I thought, how did he pull that off? I was green with envy. I wanted to meet her. She looked so beautiful standing there next to Carl. She was pink with dress and blonde with hair. I was captivated. A few moments later, Carl walked away. I made my move. As I approached her, I noticed she was hazel with eyes and pink with lipstick. And she had nice skin, which was tan with tan. I said hi. She said hello. She told me she was Violet with the first name and Gold with the last name. She said she liked my look. I was brown with hair, olive with skin, and black with nice shoes. We started to chat. There was chemistry right from the start. A few moments later, a guy who was standing nearby suddenly became blue with choking. I jumped up to help him. After I squeezed him a couple of times, a piece of wood shot out of his mouth. It was grayish maroon with being chewed. The food, not his mouth. The mouth was more pink with brown and lips and mustache. Anyway, I saved the guy and he quickly became off-white with relief. Violet watched, and as she did, she remained tan. Still with tan, but now also with impressed. I asked her to dance. She said yes. We were purple, and then blue, and then green with rotating DJ lights. As we danced, I fantasized about someday being gray with old age with Violet. Looking into Violet's pretty eyes, which were now a little peach with a reflection of my face in them, I felt a real connection. In that moment, it felt like everything disappeared for me and Violet. Then her boyfriend showed up. When I saw him, I became red with embarrassment. He was black with heritage and silver with strange iridescent muscle shirt. I tried to explain to him that I didn't know that Violet had a boyfriend. I don't care, he said, his front teeth gold with gold. He wanted to fight me, but I didn't want to fight him. Then I said I was yellow with fear. That made me red with rage. Then he said I was yellow with fear. That made me red with rage. But the truth is, I was also a little yellow with fear, which when mixed with the rage, made me orange with both together. Also, I was a little red with sunburn too, but that's not important. Carl, who is yellow with being Asian, said he thought that I was more white with fear at the time. But he was green with hiding behind a plant at that point, so I don't put much stock in his opinion. Either way, the fight started. I quickly became purple with punches to the face and on and off, even more purple with DJ lights that were still rotating. Things got worse when Violet's boyfriend pushed me into a candle. I turned orange with fire and then gray with smoke. Thankfully, I quickly became pink with fruit punch after Carl threw some on me to put out the fire. Violet's boyfriend dragged her away. I looked for her, but I couldn't find her anywhere. A few moments later, Carl and I left the party. I was blue with sadness and also with windbreaker, which was now slightly melted from the fire. I just wanted to get drunk and forget about Violet. Carl decided to go home, so I called my friend Joey to see if he wanted to hang out. Joey is white, really white, with being albino. We've known each other since we were black with graduation gowns. I've told Joey to meet me at a bar in the neighborhood. He did. Shortly after we arrived at the bar, I met a girl inside who was Amber with stripper name. Her eyes were aqua with colored contact lenses and her skin was orange with spray tan. When she spoke, I noticed her teeth were bright white with her teeth whitener, even whiter than Joey is with albinism. She didn't look great, but I was drunk and I didn't care. We started to make out. We made out for a while, a long while. Then Amber suddenly got up and said she had to go. She left, and that sucked because it left me blue with balls. A few minutes later, I left, albeit very slowly. When I got home, I was green with nausea. At least that's what my roommate, who is peach with skin, said. I passed out in the kitchen and became beige with instant oatmeal that was in the bowl where my face landed. I got up from the table and somehow I made it to my bed. When I woke up the next morning, I was brown with stubble and rainbow with bruises and hangover. I looked at myself in the mirror and became chartreuse with self-pity. Then I noticed the time. I had overslept and I was about to be late for work, which would be sure to make me pink with pink slip. I finished getting ready and rushed out the door, becoming teal with hurry. I got to work just in time, stopping only once, at a traffic light that was red with signal. That was a good thing because I was green with being new at the job. Anyway, these days I am mostly green and blue with striped pajamas and frequently orange with fingertips as I eat Doritos while sitting on the couch. I have been doing that a lot lately because I got laid off. I'm doing okay though, because I know that life isn't always black and white with certainty. Sometimes you end up in an area that is gray with being in a transitional phase or something. I'll be fine. Still, from time to time, I can't help but feel a little blue with sadness when I think about Violet Gold. That was hard to read, but super entertaining. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that one. That was fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was just because nobody talks like that. That's why it was difficult. Guys, you have stuck with me through all of the craziness and through that whole game and through many, many moments. Yes, I am sitting on the cat. You stuck with me with many moments that I'm sure were infuriating for those of you who knew how to play the game, and I appreciate that. Tomorrow, we kill nobody. And the next night we continue to kill nobody. This has been magical. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate everything. A megaphone in the background, that's a great idea, Grant. That's a great idea. We can put like a little element from each story in the background. That's really clever. Oh, that's a great idea. I love that. I didn't know there was any option other than to kill Toriel. Oh my god, tonight was so much fun. Tonight was incredible. I'm so glad you guys came along for the ride. Tomorrow we ride again. I'll see you guys some point around 9:30 for those of you who will be around. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow. I hate you all. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sunset heart hands. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good night.